ओके, ही रेड द लेटर एंड ही अंडरस्टूड कि एग्जैक्टली लेंचो के साथ क्या हुआ था. He understood कि this man was in trouble because all his crops had been destroyed. So he had this faith in his heart, ठीक है, कि अगर मैं लेटर भेज रहा हूं तो मुझे उसका जवाब मिलेगा. नाउ दिस पोस्ट मास्टर डिसाइड्स कि आई विल मेक अ कोरस्पॉन्डेंस विथ गॉड. अब कोरस्पॉन्डेंस विथ गॉड वो कैसे करता है? क्या वो सच में भगवान को ढूंढने के लिए निकल जाता है, और डज ही एक्चुअली फाइंड अ मेलिंग एड्रेस ऑफ गॉड, और क्या, या फिर उसको भगवान दर्शन दर्शन देते हैं? डज गॉड अपीयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम, और ऐसा कुछ होता है? नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. ठीक है, दिस मैन स्टार्ट्स अ कोरस्पॉन्डेंस विथ गॉड इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट वे. ठीक है, so in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea: answer the letter. ठीक है, तो इट्स जस्ट लाइक द सेम थिंग. ठीक है, कि अगर कोई छोटा बच्चा है एंड उसका कोई ऐसा बिलीफ है, ठीक है, आप उसको तोड़ोगे नहीं. ठीक है, मान लो कि द चाइल्ड बिलीव्स कि everyone is good on this planet, maybe. ठीक है, a small child believes like that. So you don't tell kids कि the world is this bad, ऐसा कुछ होता है, there are bad people on earth, or nothing like that. You always try to tell that child about good things, good people, right? That's the similar thing this postmaster has done with this farmer. ठीक है, वो भी यही करता है. ठीक है, he came with an idea कि वो लेटर का रिप्लाई देगा. When he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, it needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave him part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. ठीक है, there is a quote, a very common quote, which says charity begins at home. ठीक है, कि अगर आपको कुछ अच्छा करना है, चैरिटी मीन्स टू डोनेट समथिंग विथ योर ओन गुडविल एंड यू डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट कि उसके बदले में आपको कोई कुछ दे. ठीक है, दैट इज चैरिटी. तो यहाँ पे भी लोग चैरिटी कर रहे थे बिकॉज दे से कि चैरिटी इज अ गुड थिंग टू डू. अगर आप चैरिटी करते हो तो आप गॉड को प्लीज करते हो. अगर आप चैरिटी करते हो तो यू आर अ गुड ह्यूमन. दैट्स द रीजन वाई पीपल डू चैरिटी. ठीक है, चैरिटी ब्रिंग्स अ ह्यूज सेंस ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन इनसाइड पीपल कि I have done something good for somebody else. ठीक है, तो out of this obligation, obligation means like अगर आप किसी चीज को करने के लिए, मतलब आप बाउंड हो जाना. ठीक है, टू गेट बाउंडेड टू डू परफॉर्म समथिंग, to do something, that is an obligation. So it became an obligation for a lot of people that they should donate some amount of money over here. Okay, and that's what they did. It was impossible for him to gather together 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho and with a letter containing only a single word as a signature: God. ठीक है, now this is such a huge task to do, right? The postmaster did not know who Lencho was, right? उसको नहीं पता था कि पर्सनली वो कौन है. He just knew that this man needed money, and this man set out and he actually collected 70 pesos to help this man, right? I think in today's time people don't do that, but in literature everything is possible, right? And this is a very heartwarming story. So this tells you about humanity and kindness, that even though you do not know who is the other person out there, अगर आप उसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं जानते हो, but still you know कि this person needs help, तो आप उसको help करते हो. ठीक है, तो अब पहले ओरल कॉम्प्रिहेंशन क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं कि who or what did Lencho have faith in, what did he do, who read the letter, what did the postmaster do that. ठीक है, तो who or what did Lencho have faith in? God. ठीक है, what did he do? He wrote a letter to God, posted it with a stamp in the town. ठीक है, who read the letter? ठीक है, लेटर को पढ़ा किसने? पोस्टमास्टर ने. ठीक है, what did the postmaster do then? पोस्टमास्टर ने लोगों से बात की, मनी कलेक्ट किया, अपनी सैलरी डोनेट की एंड पोस्टेड इट बैक टू लेंचो. ठीक है, so the following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. ठीक है, तो लेंचो पोस्ट ऑफिस जाता है, उसको पोस्टमैन लेटर देता है एंड पोस्ट मास्टर जो है ही इज फीलिंग वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट द फैक्ट कि there is that he has done a good task, he has done good for somebody, he has helped somebody in need. ठीक है, तो कंटेंटमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? अ सेंस ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा अलग होता है कंटेंटमेंट सेटिस्फैक्शन से. सेटिस्फैक्शन इज जब आपको आगे और कुछ चाहिए नहीं, ठीक है, संतुष्टि. बट कंटेंटमेंट इज शांति एक तरह से. ठीक है, व्हेन यू फील दैट अ सेंस ऑफ कंप्लीट हैप्पीनेस इज कंटेंटमेंट. ठीक है, तो Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. उसको ये नहीं लगा कि ये पैसे आए कैसे, कहाँ से, मतलब भगवान कैसे आ गए अचानक से उसको पैसे देने के लिए, उसको ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं लगा. ठीक है, बट ही बिकेम एंग्री व्हेन ही काउंटेड द मनी. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट, राइट? मतलब उसको इतना कॉन्फिडेंस था गॉड पे कि गॉड ने मेरे को पैसे भेजे. उसको ये पता था कि गॉड मेरे को पैसे भेजेंगे एंड गॉड ने उसको पैसे भेज दिए. बट उसको अब इस चीज पे गुस्सा आ रहा था कि भगवान गलती नहीं कर सकते. उसको ये भी था कि भगवान ने गलती कैसे कर दी, मेरे को 70 पेसोज ही दिए, गेव मी ओनली 70 पेसोज while आई आस्क्ड फॉर 100, राइट? सो हाउ इज दिस इवन पॉसिबल? सो इमीडिएटली he went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. Okay? So this is the end of the story. Okay? So end of the story is also very ironical and very interesting. ठीक है, तो लेंचो को बहुत गुस्सा आता है दैट ही गॉट ओनली 70 पेसोज. तो वो जाता है, फिर से एक लेटर लिखता है एंड बहुत गुस्से में, बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेशन के साथ ही राइट्स दैट लेटर. ठीक है, टू एक्सप्रेस हिज आइडियाज. बट ऐसा नहीं है कि वो बहुत लंबा चौड़ा रैंट लिखता है. ठीक है, ही इज नॉट रैंटिंग टू अबाउट एनीथिंग. ही जस्ट गोज एंड ही आस्क्स गॉड कि when I asked for 100 pesos, you gave me only 70. But he does not say कि you gave me only 70. He says कि I asked for 100 pesos and I got only 70. And I know ये क्यों हुआ है, क्योंकि the post office people must have taken that money, must have taken a part out of that money. तो अगली बार से when I ask for money, please don't send it through mail. Please don't send it through post office. These people are a bunch of crooks. Crook means जो लोगों का दिमाग उल्टे पुल्टे काम करने में लगता है. ठीक है, पीपल हु डू नॉट लाइक टू डू थिंग्स करेक्टली, दे आर क्रूक्स. ठीक है, दोज पीपल आर नोन एज क्रूक्स. तो ही कॉल्स द पोस्ट ऑफिस पीपल एज क्रूक्स. ठीक है, एंड अफिक्स का मतलब क्या होता है? अफिक्स मीन्स टू अटैच. ठीक है, अफिक्स मीन्स किसी चीज को साथ में फिक्स करना, अटैच करना. ठीक है, दैट इज अफिक्सिंग. तो नाउ कमिंग टू दिस पॉइंट ऑफ आयरनी ओवर हियर कि इतने सारे लोग मिलके, दैट वाज द सेम पोस्ट ऑफिस जहां के लोगों ने लेंचो की हेल्प की विदाउट नोइंग कि हु इज ही. ओके, या उसको जरूरत है भी या नहीं. दे डोंट इवन गो एंड क्वेश्चन इन कि तुमको जेन्युइनली इस पैसे की जरूरत है या नहीं. एंड दे कलेक्ट देयर सैलरी, दे कलेक्ट देयर मनी एंड गिव इट टू हिम. एंड सिर्फ जस्ट बिकॉज कि वो 70 पेसोज ही जमा कर पाते हैं, दैट्स द रीजन वाई दे गिव दैट मनी टू हिम. ठीक है, बट लेंचो थिंक्स कि गॉड हैज एक्चुअली हेल्प्ड हिम एंड इस वजह से ही कॉल्स दीज पीपल एज अ बंच ऑफ क्रूक. उसको जेन्युइनली लगता है कि सच में भगवान ने ही उसको पैसे भेजे हैं एंड ऑल दीज पीपल मस्ट हैव स्टोलन हिज मनी. दैट इज द आयरनी ओवर हियर, राइट? दैट these people did good for him, right? They wanted to do such a good thing for him, they did that thing for him, all these people are happy. But Lencho, rather than being grateful, he feels that he has been cheated. Okay, he feels that these people have cheated him by stealing his money. Okay, so that is also one thing that has been outlined over here. ठीक है, So oral comprehension question, was Lencho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? Yes. No. No. He was not. Okay. He was not surprised because it was his faith so strong in God, जिसके वजह से he knew कि God को तो reply करना ही करना था. He was that confident that yes, God has actually sent me the money, my reply. I have got what I asked for. What made him angry? That he did not have those 30 pesos in that envelope. Okay. So what is the message of this story? Now I'll discuss only about that, and question and answers of this chapter, we'll discuss it in the next class, in the next video. So the thing is, if you really think about it, कि जब लेंचो का सब कुछ चला गया, okay, his farm got completely destroyed in hailstorm, there was nothing left behind, okay, so he felt very sad, okay, everything was destroyed, he felt very sad, and he sets out to seek help from God rather than seeking help from people around him. He believes that there is a higher power which will definitely help him out, okay, so he writes a letter to God and he sends it. Okay, so there is first thing in this chapter, that is faith. Okay, your faith should always be so strong that no matter what you do, you know that it will give you the result. Okay, it will give you what you are looking for. The outcome that you are searching for will definitely and definitely come out. Your faith should be that strong. Okay, and that is what Lencho had. Okay, that was his faith in God. It was that strong. Okay. Then the second thing is about kindness and humanity. Okay, kindness and humanity of people. That there are actually good people out there who who have that sense of humanity in them, who have that kindness and care for other people. That even though they don't know who the other person is, even though they don't know कि कौन है, किसकी हेल्प करनी है, क्यों करनी है, क्या उसके इंटेंशंस है, but they still help set out to help that particular person. That is what goodness and kindness has been highlighted in this chapter. ठीक है, it has been told clearly in this chapter कि that is the level of humanity which everyone should have. कि अगर आपको पता है कि someone needs your help, if someone is needy out there, so you go and actually help that person, right? And the third thing is about gratefulness. Okay, जब लेंचो को पैसे मिल गए, he should have been grateful for whatever he got, right? Even if he got 70 pesos, that was still better, right? There is a quote which is something is better than nothing. Okay, and that applies to almost all situations. And that was the same thing with Lencho, right? He did not have even a single penny with him. उसके पास एक रुपया नहीं था after his crops got destroyed, after his crops got ruined. But he got 70 pesos. So at least he would have had some food in it, right? At least उसका कुछ टाइम तक उस पे गुजारा हो जाता. And he should have set out पैसे लेके to see कि ठीक है, मेरे पास अभी इतने पैसे, what else can I do? Okay, what else can I do to get more money? How else can I repair this part? कि मेरे पास जो पैसे बचे हुए हैं, there are more money, whatever is needed. How am I going to find that money? उस चीज के बारे में he should have thought, which he did not do, right? So he did not have a sense of gratefulness in his heart. ठीक है, he had faith, but he did not have this gratefulness in his heart कि उसको पैसे मिल गए. ठीक है, उसको जिस जहां पे उसके पास कुछ भी नहीं था, now that he has something, he is not bothered about it. He is bothered about the fact कि मेरे को जितने मिलने चाहिए थे उतने क्यों नहीं मिले. It is like the same feeling कि you wrote a paper in exam, you are expecting 100 on 100, but you are like, why did I get only 70 marks? I should have got 100. There is nothing which can not give me like 100 marks, okay? And this is on the teacher or it is on the other people who have tried to bring you down and you got 70 marks. That is not true, okay? Whatever you got, you should be first grateful for that. That okay, I have got 70, fair enough. And next time I'll try to do better. And next time maybe I'll get 100. Okay, that should have been the approach. That should have been the attitude. But instead of having, matlab, despite having so much of faith, okay, no matter he had so much of faith in his heart that yes, whatever I'm thinking is true, or whatever I believe in God is Absolutely true. He had absolutely no gratefulness for whatever he received. ठीक है, उसको 70 pesos मिले, but he's not bothered about it. Rather, he's routing the intentions of all those people जिन्होंने उसकी help की. ठीक है, तो it is very easy to put blame on other people, and that's what he did. ठीक है, उसको पता ही नहीं है कि these are the people who helped him, and his faith is so blind that he sets out to blame other people कि they are at fault that he did not receive 100 pesos and received only 70. Okay, so there is no sense of gratefulness over here. It shows us that how it shows us how ruthless can people be. It shows us how people can easily blame other people when their wishes do not get fulfilled the way they should have. So this chapter questions about this thing, that what about the gratefulness that he should have had. Okay, so these are the three values that have been highlighted over here, and all of it has been highlighted through irony, that even though this man, he sets out to write a letter to God, he has zero level of doubt. Okay, he has complete faith that his prayers will be answered, and miraculously his prayer did get answered, right? If you look at from if you look from one side, you will realize that yes, in a way his prayer did get answered. He wanted money and उसको पैसे मिल गए, लेकिन उसको पैसे कैसे मिले, that mattered to him more. ठीक है, उसको कितना मिला, क्यों मिला, that did not matter to him. उसको उस बात से ज्यादा फर्क पड़ता था कि मुझे सिर्फ इतने पैसे ही मिले. I just got only 70 pesos and that is not enough for me. Okay, he's not concerned about what he has. He rather has regret for what he doesn't. Okay, so these are some important messages that have been given in the chapter. Okay, so this chapter is more like, what is your opinion about things? What is your opinion on humanity? What is your opinion about kindness? What is your opinion even about God? What do you think about God? And do you think that this was also a plan of God, that Lencho actually got money? Maybe, maybe not. It depends. अगर आप भगवान में believe करते हो, तो you would say that yes, in a way, God answered his prayers through the post office people, that he made the post office people collect the money, give it to him, right? But in a way, it was not God's plan, right? In a way, it was just a bunch of human beings who helped out another man. Okay, and then that is also about how ungrateful people are. No matter whatever you have in their life, or no matter how much you try to fulfill their wishes, it does not matter to them. Okay, all that matters to them is कि मुझे जो चाहिए मुझे उतना ही चाहिए. Whatever I want is what I want. Okay, nothing less, nothing more. They cannot compromise with that, and that is not usually the correct attitude. Okay, whatever you want, you should definitely go for that. But if you do not get it, then you should also have a sense of contentment and a sense of gratitude inside your heart. Okay, you should know that, okay, if this thing did not get fulfilled, it's very fine, it's okay, right? So this is the message given in this particular chapter. Now, the question and answers in this chapter, we will discuss it in the next video. And when we come to this part, okay, that faith can move mountains. Okay, I'll come back to this paragraph again, that faith can move mountains. Can it? Yes. If we look at this chapter, A Letter to God, we understand that yes, faith can actually move mountains. लेंचो का faith था कि भगवान will give him money and भगवान ने उसको पैसे दे दिए. ठीक है? That was his faith, and his faith actually proved out to be correct, right? But what should we put our faith in? ठीक है? Should our faith be so blind that we forget that there are other things around us? No, maybe not. But this is your personal opinion again. If you are asked this question, that what should we put our faith in? Our faith should be in the good things. Okay? Our faith should be in complete kindness and humanity. Jahan pe, if you are set out to help other needy people, you should definitely go and help them out. This question delicately possesses. But अगर आप उनको help कर भी देते हो, what if those people are not grateful for that? What if those people are not contented with that? तब आप क्या करोगे? अगर आप हेल्प करते भी हो, तो what if people misuse your help? ये भी एक important question है. ठीक है? तो That is one of the things. Does God send him the money? No. Think what your answers to these questions would be. Okay? God does not send him money, but you can definitely say कि if there is a God out there, that God definitely helped him find he was looking for. And what was God trying to actually teach Lencho? To be grateful. Okay, to understand that faith is important, faith is very good, but there cannot be blind faith in anything that आप बाकी चीजों को ignore कर दो या फिर you set out to believe something which is wrong. एक तरफ he had this belief कि there is God, right? Which is a true belief he has. एकदम पक्का भरोसा है उसको कि गॉड है ही है और तो कुछ भी नहीं है मेरे को हेल्प करने के लिए. But दूसरे साइड he is also blaming. Okay, so this is a contradiction. Blame and faith going hand in hand. कि एक तरफ आप faith रख रहे हो गॉड में एंड दूसरी तरफ आप blame कर रहे हो. So do you think कि a heart which actually has faith in God can have also blame or should have this feeling of blame inside the heart as in their heart as well? This is a question which you should think about and you should develop your own opinion about it. कि क्या ऐसा सच में होना चाहिए या क्या ये जस्टिफाइड है कि अगर आप फेथ रख रहे हो एक साइड गॉड पे कि गॉड मेरे को पक्का से भरोसा करेंगे एंड जब वो चीज पूरी हो जाती है इंस्टेड ऑफ बीइंग ग्रेटफुल आपको ये लग रहा है कि ये तो मेरे साथ गलत हो गया. डू यू थिंक दैट दैट एक्चुअली वर्क्स आउट लाइक दैट? दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन यू शुड बी thinking about. Okay. Yes. So there are some thinking questions and in this chapter, and there are some questions relating to the language of the chapter as well. So we will be discussing them in the next class, and that is it about this chapter. So I hope that you have understood the entire summary of this chapter. I hope that I was clear with every line that has been given in the chapter, with the feeling and the message that has been given in the chapter. And with that, I hope that you develop an opinion of your own. And I believe that you will you learned a good lesson from this chapter and you developed a new perspective, your own idea about God, about kindness, and about humanity. Okay. So with that, I would see you in the next class. I hope that you enjoyed this video, you liked this video, and you understood whatever was in the chapter. So I hope to see you in the next class, in the next video, where we'll be discussing the question and answers of this chapter. Whatever exercises are there, we'll be discussing that in the next class. Okay. So till then, keep revising this chapter, study this chapter well, and whatever doubts you have, if you have any difficult words, just try to go through them again and again. And also, if you find any other difficult words which were there in the chapter, but they were not mentioned, so also try to go through them. And I would suggest one thing, that rather than going through the chapter, through the difficult words by instead of googling them, it's better that you actually sit with a dictionary and try to find out those words. Why? Because when you sit with a dictionary and try to find a meaning, you also see many other words on the different page, sorry, on the same page, जो कि अलग words होते हैं, and that will help you in developing your vocabulary. Okay, so if you want to develop your vocabulary, try this manual way of looking up the words in the dictionary and then try to, understand the meaning of the word. तो उसके साथ साथ एक ही पेज से you can learn 5 words at a time. You can learn 5 new meanings at a time. ठीक है? So that is one thing you can do. So read the chapter again, summarize the chapter again, go through it properly, read it line by line, understand the meaning of the chapter, and try to get the gist, try to grasp the real meaning out of the chapter. Okay? So to summarize everything, what are the 3 things that we learned in this chapter? What are the 3 values that have been highlighted in the chapter? The first thing is about faith. The second thing is about goodness and humanity. And the third thing is about gratefulness. Okay, so it depends whether we should actually be a person like Lencho or not. If you have faith in God, then whether it should be blind faith, or if you have faith in God, whether you should have blame also in your heart or not. What is the real meaning and essence of faith? That is what this chapter demands you to develop in yourself. Okay. And but yeah, at the end, we should also try to be a good person like the postmaster. The postmaster did not get anything in return, right? He did not know what was going to happen next. He did not know how Lencho would react. But just because he was convinced by Lencho's faith, that's the reason why he actually set out to help him. Okay? And that's the reason why he helped him out. But sadly, ऐसा लेंचो ने रेसिप्रोकेट नहीं किया. But क्या उससे पोस्टमास्टर सैड हुआ होगा, या फिर क्या पोस्टमास्टर ने आगे चल के 30 पैसों का इंतजाम किया होगा? दिस इज एन ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, दिस इज एन ओपन एंडेड चैप्टर एज आई टोल्ड यू कि आगे चल के क्या हुआ होगा. पोस्टमास्टर ने जाके लेंचो को कुछ बोल दिया होगा या उसके लिए पैसे इकट्ठा किए होंगे, वी डू नॉट नो. ठीक है, तो मे बी ऐसा हो सकता है कि ऐसा हुआ हो, मे बी ऐसा नहीं भी हो सकता है. तो दैट इज अप टू योर इमेजिनेशन एज वेल. तो अगर आपके पास ये क्वेश्चन भी आता है कि व्हाट डू यू थिंक वुड हैव हैपेंड नेक्स्ट इन द चैप्टर, इसमें आप अपने थॉट्स लिख सकते हो. ठीक है, यू कैन राइट कंप्लीटली वॉट एवर योर सिनेरियो इज, वॉट एवर योर क्रिएटिविटी सेज. ठीक है, कि मे बी उसने आगे पैसे दिए होंगे, मे बी जाके उसने लेंचो से झगड़ा कर लिया होगा, मे बी जाके उसने भी लेंचो को ब्लेम किया होगा. वट एवर कम्स टू योर माइंड, it is all up to you that you can write, because it is an open-ended chapter. The author has left us with a question to ponder about कि आगे क्या हुआ होगा. So it is totally up to you कि आप इसमें आगे क्या लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, it is an open-ended chapter. तो आगे आपको जो भी सही लगता है, अगर ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आता है एग्जाम में कि what is your thought about this particular thing, you can write whatever your mind says. ठीक है, so this was all about this first chapter, a letter to God. Okay, and the writer is G.L. Fuentes. Please do not forget the writer as well. Please recall the writer too. Okay, so that was all for today's chapter. Hope to see you in the next video soon. Goodbye. Keep studying.